Rumble can heavily punish you, has really good push. You know, it's resourceless champion, so you're not going to be taxed on mana the way that Malphite is. When Malphite is locked under a tower, you really start to have to actually spend a lot of is that, you know, if you're both just trading autos during the explosive shot, Tristana wins like every matchup.
Armail landed the Rootmaker. Tomo is forced to flash, and they've already committed multiple members, but Ayla might just go down for the punish. This Ignite and Santorin flashing in, but it's Unforgiven that gets one right on back. Armail now looking for one more Rootmaker, connects it, and that is Unforgiven. Armail on the board for 2 kills in Evil Genius. Available from Ayla and Armail in this situation probably means you're already dead, especially with no flash. So we're back again to square one with Dignitas, seeing if they can lane up against Unforgiven Ayla now that he has a little bit of extra damage. And I'm telling you, Azael, Unforgiven just says, hey, we won the first 3v3.
Potentially some Ziggs poke to make things happen, but you know, Jojo is going to be really difficult to deal with that poke too.
And they get the Q flash into the crash down onto Tomo. He still has a flash to play with. Already used the satchel charge, trying to wait it out until the bitter end, but he realizes it's
to turn an advantage into even something more. Revenge shoves in top, gets an advantage there, brings it towards mid, right? This is really some of the hallmarks. You're in an equalizer, the Magnet Storm's coming through, and Unforgiven's untouched, and that's where it really becomes difficult.
Maybe a move here in the mid lane. Ayla gets interrupted here. Magnet Storm keeps Diamond and Santorin in there. Tomo from downtown throws a Mega Inferno Bomb. And the fact that Ayla doesn't have flash maybe gets out alive, but the shield, it's still not enough. Santorin gets the last blow.
Yeah, Santorin has to flash in though. So unfortunately, Jensen doesn't even get it. And they get the flash with that Iron shield. Santorin now on the run and Diamond trying to get out as well.
He has a flash and he's forced to use it right away, so he does not
lead. And Summoner's down.
And at this point, I have to hold that thought. Santorin's gonna look for something. As soon as Rich goes in with the ultimate, Revenge has got to know that someone else is here for the play. Revenge still has a flash to play with, but Revenge is gonna wait it down until the very end before flashing away, but Rich is just right on top of him, and he does not have enough damage to fight right on back. Jojo Pyun has teleported in. I don't know if he's gonna be able to find a return kill here, but he punts him right back with the hammer blow. Shoulder and Shock Blast, and nice auto attack on the last bit of it. Jojo ensures that Revenge does not go down without at least a return kill.
Yeah, Jensen in trouble now though.
And he's gone, and it's just not even a chance. Dignitas make one play. Evil Genius zones for Dignitas, because anytime you try to push up, they can just wrap around and flank you. Yep. Equalizer, Magnet Storm from across the wall.
Really good angle for a turn. Revenge has ulti. Ooh. So does Ayla. Here they go.
And he's already in there. Magnet Storm on the 2. Jensen is stunned up, and they've got another one. CC lockdown. Ayla's taking a lot of damage. Rich answers back with the unstoppable force onto Armail, but he's got the shield, and the Equalizer's going to split up the fight. It doesn't really do a lot of damage to Dignitas, but it just forces him out. The Shock Blast is what's
around. They want to see if they can threaten, but Jensen is back. Jojo's TPing into the pit, so they're going to send it.
That is bold, Jojo. I don't know, but it's enough that Dignitas, they believe him. They're like, hey, we don't want to deal with this guy, and that dragon just goes right on back to Evil Geniuses. They can still reset in time. Just because you knocked them off the map, it doesn't mean that they can just come right on back, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ziggs ulti's gonna land.
Oh, good God, Jojo's gone! That's a huge shutdown for Santorin. And the Mega Inferno Bomb on top of it ensures that he's got nowhere else to run. But what can Dignitas do with this?
Probably not a lot if the Equalizer comes down mid. I mean, they could just tank the tower and probably kill this with Satchel. Yeah, so just gonna walk out.
Top side, absolute control right before Baron spawns in 45 seconds. Gonna go for the turret first, pushing Jensen and the rest of Dignitas off the turret. So they don't know for sure how many members are on this. They've already watered it up with the brush, and the Equalizer goes right on down to Diamond, and Santorin is looking for the Keeper's Verdict. He's gonna find Ayla, so it prevents one flank of the side, and they turn right onto Revenge, and they blow him up. No chance to use the stopwatch, no chance to use any stasis. Jojo trades one back onto Diamond. Rich flashing in for the Q slow to see if he can land one down for Evil Geniuses to get wrapped up on. Anyone, no, they're just gonna send the full 5 to answer EG right on back. Revenge and Ayla are on the right side of this Baron pit, looking again once for the flank. It's 6,000 HP. Santorin, can he get in range? And they're starting to peel off of it now. And Ayla looks for the Magnet Storm, but no one gets hit by it quite yet. Toma's able to get out of the way with that flash. Jojo Pyun is now looking back onto the fight. The front line of Dignitas trying to get closer and closer to Unforgiven, but they can walk right past him. They're trying to take out Armail. Jojo Pyun absolutely just destroys Toma and shoves a giant dookie on his face. And the Evil Geniuses now have to look for Jensen on the back turnaround. And Dignitas, it might have looked good at the beginning of the fight, but they completely get eviscerated. Whoa, Jensen turns one right back on Jensen.
Gotta dodge the Shock Blast. We'll see if he can do it.
And Revenge is gone now. Jojo, he can't keep up unless he... Oh, but he ends the Shock Blast of Doom. And Jensen goes...
So we can watch the fight one more time. And this is what I'm talking about, right? They go on Tomo. Tomo flashes out to safety, but like, what is his contribution to the fight after? Back to live. EG onto the Baron here. Dig trying to force their way in.
Equalizer is going to separate the pack once again. Rich finds an unstoppable force on a Jojo Film, but he goes golden for the stasis, and Ayla answers back on the back to Storm. He gets blown up, but they trade one back on the diamond. Jensen top again. This could be a huge moment, but he only gets one kill. Jojo Pyun, is he going to die? No, he has the shield from Armeo, keeping him alive. Tomo is gone. Unforgiven goes into the air. The slam from Sensor. Oh, Sensor trades it back. This was a banger, all right. Evil Geniuses and Dignitas fighting until the bitter end.
Difficult to really push the Xayah out of this fight. You have to fully dive onto someone on the EG side. It can't be Unforgiven because of the Xayah ulti, so...
Oh, Roommaker finds one. Rich finds another answer onto Jojo Pyun. The Mega Inferno Bomb lands a lot of damage, but he gets shielded up, so Jojo Pyun can still stay in this fight. Jensen has already traded back onto Ayla. Teleport comes in. Revenge is now
moving over. He's just going to commit to going bot, going to push out that wave, maybe try to threaten the tier 1 or some sort of a trade. It's setting you up to get roasted by the Equalizer and to get shredded by Unforgiven, so... compositionally, I think it's just going to be really difficult for them.
A little bit of HP left, but once again, Evil Geniuses are still trading on the up with the third Dragon Take.
Yep, and you can see Unforgiven does pick up the Hex Drinker. I was expecting Jojo...
Confident that they can make the turn happen. Ayla is setting himself up for a flank position, and there's nothing that Dignitas know about Ayla coming in from the back line. Ayla's finally shown, and he's going to look for Tomo, but Armeo and the rest of Evil Geniuses are going to turn right onto the back line. Jensen is stunned up. Huge Buster Shot puts them all away, and Jensen gets out alive. Tomo can run away from this fight, but Jensen might not make it out alive. The Redemption clips him. Does he have one more jump? Yes, he does. Oh my gosh, he's gonna actually get out alive, but Unforgiven is looking for Tomo, but he gets the flash out. Evil Geniuses are able to get the berry, but Jensen tried to survive, but Evil Geniuses always get their man.
Yeah, Jensen was on the run, but that engage was so good from EG. Ayla gets onto both the carries. The Equalizer lands on them both, and it doesn't even matter what else is happening after that point. If Jensen and Tomo are not free firing, you are not winning a 5v5. It's just not gonna happen. EG have everything they need to close this one out here. We'll see. They're marching forward. They have the man advantage. If they can get another kill, it could just be over.
Rich doesn't have unstoppable force. He can't get out of that one. Unforgiven roots him up with the Blade Caller. The inhibitor will fall. They have two Baron cannons that they can empower, but it looks like they're not confident to end this game quite yet. But Jojo Pyun has a teleport. I could be wrong. They're going to look to destroy as much of the base as possible if it's not the game end altogether.
Yeah, at the very least, they're going to get double inhib. They do TP Jojo in. And now they are, moving forward. They have double waves here. You want to Baron them both up, so someone's got to move up towards that mid wave and really start to keep that pressure piled on. Rich is not up for 20, so I think EG could stay around.
They find a hook on Unforgiven. He has the Feather Storm. Can he get out of this one? He doesn't even need to use it. He just kites it right on back. Torn is destroyed by Unforgiven. Jensen falls as well, and that should be enough for Evil Geniuses to walk this one in. The Equalizer blows Tomo off, and he's forced to run, and there's nothing they can do to save this base. Rich is back up. He has unstoppable force. Does he have enough damage to pack it in with Tomo? But no Mega Inferno Bomb, and Unforgiven is just going to flash forward, tries to push him off. They look for the tower. Rich, one last attempt to delay this game, to stall this one out for Dignitas, but Evil Geniuses completely eviscerate Dignitas in the end, and will take the win.
EG get another win here. Gonna move to 8-2 now. A great start to the second round robin here for them.